G'day folks, today I'm going bait fishing at Lake Nillahcootie. It's a public holiday and I forgot all about the public holiday and there are people everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to drown some bait, see if I can catch a yellowbelly or a murray cod or a carp or a redfin. Alright, this is my first setup. Paternoster rig with a really small hook and a single worm setup. Now I haven't got any fork-shaped sticks or anything to lean my my rods on, so I'm going to be doing a bit of improvising. I'm going to be leaning this one on this bit of dirt and my other rod on that little bit of wood over there. I need to have my lines down really close to the water anyway because of the wind. There's a bit of a breeze. Rod number 2 with the same rig as rod number 1 can go there. Look at the stick, I've got a bit of an old log on a rock. That's improvisation for you. My improvised fishing rod stick. Righto folks, it's 4:45. I've got about three and a half hours to catch a fish. Now I'm right down the bottom end of the lake here. There's the wall just there. I've had a little bit of success here in the past, but mostly with small fish. Most of the larger fish that I've caught, both yellowbelly and murray cod, have come from the top end of Lake Nillahcootie. 15 minutes into the session, no bites. 45 minutes into the session, still not a bite. How's the serenity? Here we go folks, I'm getting a bite. I'm getting a bite. It is 55 minutes into the day and I've got my first nibble. I've been here almost an hour, but I've just got a look like a nice bite on this rod. There's something on this. There's a fish on here. Oh, this is the rod that had that little bite before. Would you look at that? It is a tiny weeny little yellowbelly. I'll wet my hands. That is tiny. That is so small. That is a absolutely minute little yellowbelly and he's actually swallowed the hook, which is a real shame. But I'm going to cut the line or bite the line. And I'm going to let him go. I reckon he'll get that hook out of there. See ya, buddy. Oh, you've gone the wrong way, mate. That way. Still a little bit frazzled. Mate. That way. Go. He's got the right idea, he's just got no bearings. Yeah, mate. There you go, buddy. There you go. Yeah. Look, there he's off. Took him a minute to work out what planet he was on, but once he did that, he was off. He'll be fine. Now people sometimes ask me, do I really think the fish get rid of that hook? I actually do. I've caught fish with hooks hanging out their backside, but they've passed them through to the end and then they rub up against rocks and logs and stuff and they dislodge the hook. I believe he will pass that through. It's only a very small hook and then he'll dislodge that as it's coming out the other side. That's what I suspect will happen. Right. One incy wincy yellowbelly on the board. Right, I've got 2 worms on the hook this time. A little bit bigger hook, a little bit of extra worm. Let's see if they can lure out a larger fish. Oh, getting a bite straight away. This line has literally been in about 20 seconds and I just had a really nice bite. This rod, a huge bite. It's got a fish on it, that's why. A huge bite, but it's only a small fish. I had a nibble on this black rod, so I was watching that and I just looked up and saw this one bent and going for the water. Oh, it was a bit bigger than I first thought. Certainly bigger than the first fish I caught. There you go. It's another lovely yellowbelly. Thankfully this one's lip hooked. Thankfully that one's lip hooked. He's a lot bigger than the other one, but he's still too small. My mobile phone always rings when I catch fish. I kid you not. I don't know whether you can hear it in the background or not, but every time I hook a fish, my phone rings. You've got to be really careful when handling yellowbelly because they're very, very sharp. They've got spikes along here, but they've also got spikes on their fins at the back here, and really sharp spikes on the edge of their gills, on their gill rakers. Oh, if I put my thumb in his mouth, that should help protect my other hand. Right, yellowbelly number 2. So far they're getting a bit bigger, folks. I'll throw him out a bit further so he's done the same thing as the last one. He's found his bearings all by himself. I'm going to put this one back out. Not quite out as far as it was. It's still out far enough. It's in quite a bit of depth out there, which is good. Rightio, well there you have it. I sat here for an hour without even getting a single nibble, and then I caught 2 little yellowbelly in less than 5 minutes. Unbelievable. Maybe it's a bite window. Maybe I'll catch a whole heap now. Hope so. Oh, folks, I've missed the hook up here, but I've got a bigger fish. Oh, I missed the hook up. Oh, it's another yellowbelly. He's not big enough either. He's certainly the biggest today. I think I'll get a photo of him. That's 3 now. But what if I just hold you like that? I've got his lip hook too, which is really good for a quick release. With my Polaroid glasses on, I can't even see the photo. I'm just trusting my camera here. He's the biggest one tonight by quite a bit, but he's still too small. They've got to be, I'm not sure whether it's 30 or 35 centimetres, but either way, that's well under. But I reckon he's bigger than the last one. He's found his bearings all by himself. Seems to be the bigger they are, the smarter they get. I'm not sure whether the size limit is 30 or 35 centimetres. I think it's 35, but either way, because I'm not sure, I'll run with 35. To be quite honest, if you do want to keep a nice yellowbelly for a feed, and they are probably the nicest eating fish in the water, around about 40 to 45 centimetres is ideal. Once they start getting bigger, they start getting really fatty. You don't want anything over 50 centimetres is just no good. It's too fatty. Out of a river you might be able to push it up to 50 centimetres, but out of a lake or still water like this, you don't want to go much more than about 47, 48 centimetres, or they just start getting too much fat on them. I'll know a nice yellowbelly worth keeping if I catch one. I've just had a quick look at the photo that I took of that last yellowbelly. Yep, nailed it. You can't even see its face because of the shadow of my phone. If I get another one, I'll have to take my glasses off so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, that's a nice bite. Got him. Look at the hook at that time. Now, I don't think he's very big though. He's not as big as the last one that I just caught. And I stuffed the photo up. Even though he's not as big as the last one, I'm going to get another photo. But I'm going to take my glasses off because I really balls that photo up. 4 small yellowbelly. Hey, shh. Settle down, not that bad. Just straighten your tail out, your wally. Numero quadro, I'd probably use in Latin or something, I don't know. See ya, buddy. 4 small yellowbelly. I'm having a blast. Isn't it amazing how I sat here for almost an hour? It was 55 minutes before I got my first nibble, and then it didn't hook up. That was between 4:45 and 5:45. It's now 6:24. So the first hour got me 1 bite. The following 40 minutes I've caught 4 yellowbelly and had a few other bites. Isn't that incredible? Oh, here we go. That was a decent bite. Here we go. He's still there, I reckon. Got him. Finally, number 5. I've been here. I got 4 fish in 40 minutes and nothing for the next hour. It was a real bite window. Here we go. Yellowbelly number 5. Talking about windows, when my daughter Holly and I went to Tasmania a few weeks ago, I booked the tickets and the lady said, window or aisle? And I said, window or you'll what? Alright, just like the first one, this lovely little yellowbelly has been hooked a bit deep. He's swallowed that. I'll break the line. See you later, mate. Why do they always come straight back? They must just really like me. It's hard to say goodbye, mate, I know, but I know I'm a nice guy and all, but you belong out there. Right. Well, fish number 5. It's gone really quiet. I haven't had a bite or a nibble for quite a while. Isn't it amazing? So much action in one small time frame. Now, for anybody wondering why these yellowbelly are so silver in colour, some people actually confuse them with silver perch, and the same thing used to happen down at Lake Mokoan. Lake Mokoan was always really dirty, and this is quite dirty too. Not as dirty as it looks, but it is quite dirty and sandy colour. The dirtier the water, the more silver the yellowbelly tend to be. When you've got water that's sort of got a sandy bottom and a clay bottom, and the water in the lakes are real sandy colour, you generally get much more silver coloured golden perch or yellowbelly. When you get yellowbelly in really clear water, they tend to be a much deeper green colour, deeper green, and they get that gold stomach, which gives them the name Golden Perch. But when you get them out of the sandy, dirty, sandy coloured water, they're usually quite a silver colour, but they can vary a little bit in any particular waterway too. You can get them in here that are a little bit greener than others, but on the whole, it's this sandy coloured water that gives them that silver colour, and then in clear water, they get that nice dark green with the gold belly. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Am I actually filming? Yes, I am filming. I have actually hooked a shrimp. He hasn't just got hold of it with his pincers. I've full on hooked a shrimp. I've never done that in my life. I've caught them because they've been holding onto the bait and then they've let go and I've got them out of the water, but I've never actually hooked a shrimp with the hook. That is unbelievable. Well, mate, today's your unlucky day because I'm going to put a hook through your tail. You see that? That is how you rig a shrimp. Straight through the tail. Then you just cast it straight back out and you turn that shrimp into a native fish. I'll be buggered. I didn't come here to use shrimp for bait, but now that I've caught one, I'm definitely going to use it. I honestly think shrimp, freshwater shrimp, are possibly the best yellowbelly bait there is. I love them. Look at this, on the shrimp, straight away. I kid you not, that shrimp has been in there for probably about 1 minute and I've caught a fish on it already. I'm not kidding. It's only a little fish. I'll be buggered. That shrimp wouldn't have been in for wouldn't have been 1 minute. I just sat down after I filmed me casting, got my phone out to take a photo of the moon, then I looked down and my rod was just buckling. Look at that. He's just grabbed that shrimp and gone bang and swallowed the whole shrimp. The hook, the worm, the shrimp, the whole lot. Shrimp, you can't beat live shrimp for catching yellowbelly. There you go, buddy. Oh, yellowbelly, come back. Fishy, come back. They don't want to leave me. Every one of them says, no, don't let me go, and they try to come running back. But I've just got to cut them off. I've got to cut them out of my life until they're a bit bigger. if you've liked this video, then why not hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on so that you don't miss a thing when I upload a new video. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. I have had a fantastic afternoon on an overcrowded and very busy Lake Nillahcootie. I have just had a very relaxing, very stress-free and enjoyable afternoon. It's just been fantastic. Thanks very much for watching. I hope I see you in the next video.